Let me show you what's going on outside on a Friday, a rainy Friday. I love the sound of rain. So, yeah, it's a rainy day. So, what better way to spend a rainy day? Tend to do an indoor project and work with these pumpkins. So let me give you a little pre-video of what's gonna happen in this week's video. We got 2 pumpkins for the windows, and this is starting our Halloween vlog for the next couple of weeks. We will be doing videos pertaining to Halloween. Autumn and Halloween is one of my favorite times of the year, and so what you will be seeing very soon is videos that will deal with these 2 bad boys right here, these 2 pumpkins. I hope that you will stick with me for those videos that will be coming up in this video. All right, am I the only one who fills out these rebate receipts? I think I am, because at one point I filled them out for me and also another person, but yeah, at one point I got like almost $20 off of an item because I had they had sent me the rebate amount, you know, sort of discount. So yeah, I think it's worth it. It just takes a little bit of time, but yeah, it's nothing crazy. So let me fill these out right now. So what I like to do is draw the design on the pumpkin first before I start to cut it out. Anyway, I'm gonna use this Sharpie on the pumpkin here, right here. Let's see. Yeah, and just gonna, I got 2 pumpkins, so I'm gonna do 2 different designs, one really scary and the other one really scary. You hear that popcorn popping in the background? Oh yeah, it's Friday, movie night, getting started early. First I want to determine the best angle, and I like how the stalk is sort of pointing to the side, and then you can see here in the back, this has sort of, you know, little markings from it being in the patch. So I think this is the best side for the pumpkin for us to do the face. Now, a lot of people like the triangular eyes. I like those too, but I like doing more of a sort of rounded eye that sort of goes up and sort of makes it look a little devious. I'm gonna sort of go like this with a little point, like so, if you can see that. And let's do another one here. These eyes always sort of remind me of like demon type horns. So I'm not really concerned if the eyes are like, if one eye is a little bigger or smaller, because this after all is a face that is supposed to look sort of demonic. So I'm not really concerned about that. For this one, I'm not going to do a nose. I'm just going to go into the mouth, and it's going to be a very big mouth. There will be some teeth. I am not going to worry about the teeth being like uniform, or just a jagged sort of mouth, but a very big one. So it's almost coming up to the eyes, and we got, you know, some teeth and almost looking like Batman, like a bat wings here. But this is what I think will look good for this particular pumpkin, and I'm just keeping it really loose and easy. So this will be one pumpkin here. We got this one to cut out. What I could do is I could do some evil eyebrows, but I still gotta leave room to cut off the top. But I think that's cool for the first pumpkin. I do like to clean the pumpkin first. It's like anything that you are bringing into your home, you would want to clean it. Like, I know, like if you buy clothes from Goodwill, you definitely are going to want to wash and, you know, launder those clothes before you wear them, or like any type of bedding, anything like that. I think on another video I have brought in a little table that I have found, and of course I did clean that. Something I had found outside that somebody had put out. So same thing with something like a pumpkin, or any, if this was like a fruit that I was going to eat. Right now, this is the middle of the month, so these are going to start rotting, which is another thing I like about, like when you make the teeth, as the pumpkin starts to sort of shrink, like it just changes, like the sort of the frown or the mouth, or, you know, like the grimace, the eyes, everything will change as the pumpkin starts to sort of, you know, decay. So okay, second design, gonna be the same deal. This is definitely gonna be the back side. Let's get this sticker off. And so this will be our front, and we'll have the stem going a little like toward the back. So let's get with it. This one I'm gonna do a little bit more traditionally with the sort of triangular eyes, and I kind of like making one a little bit bigger than the other, you know, just not perfect. We can do the nose, but I'm gonna do the nose sort of like like this. So I'm gonna cut the nose out like that, and then I want the mouth to just be sort of a little bit more on the goofy side. So I'm gonna use more square shapes for the mouth, and just kind of have a little bit more fun with this one. Scary is definitely the way to go, but we can also have a little bit of fun. So yeah, just gonna keep him a little bit more fun. The other one's a little bit more spooky. There we go. So now I know I just need to use one of, I'm always telling you guys, use a serrated knife. These little steak knives are really good for this. They are serrated, so, and they're small, so these will get like into the spaces. This is probably the smallest thing here. So next we're gonna just start carving these, and then of course we'll, get everything hollowed out. Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, we'll get everything hollowed out and cut the tops off, of course. But I like going ahead, cutting this part, and then doing cutting off the top of the, I guess would be the head of the jack-o'-lantern. So here we go. I kind of like to go in and kind of mark where the lines are gonna go, the cuts are gonna go. I'm not going, all the way in yet. There's plenty of time to finalize the cut. And this doesn't have to be perfect. It's all about having fun with this. It's the kind of thing, of course, if you got kids around, you definitely want to do that with the kids. It's been a long time since I've been around like any nieces and nephews, or even my brothers and sisters. They're all grown now. There's definitely like a new generation of kids coming up that hopefully they will get this experience of doing this. But yeah, let's get this first side cut out. Change the direction of the knife as you go. So there we go. We got one eye out. One thing about when you carve a pumpkin is you can always go in and cut more if you want like indentations more so, but I'll show you that after we like get everything scooped and cleaned out. Let's work on this other eye here. It's kind of like drawing, but with a knife. As you can see, I'm going way below where that marker line is, but that's okay. Again, that was just a guideline. We don't have to be perfect with this. closer to the line on that one. This is a workout for your arms, and I definitely need to get my arms back in a better shape than they are now, like they used to be at one point. Yeah. So there we go. So you can see our jack-o'-lantern starting to take shape here. Now I could use my this here if I want to, do more delicate sort of carving. Let me show you on the nose. Just make sure not to cut yourself. Safety is everything with these sort of projects, especially if you're working with your kids. You want to make sure that you are being very safe and keeping any hands away that don't have to be in the way, making sure that you're cutting in a direction away from your fingers or hands. So that helped me sort of get in there and carve it out a little bit better. But I think I'm still going to use this knife right here to finish out the cut. I'm hoping that these jack-o'-lanterns can sit out and be okay for 2 weeks to Halloween, which approximately that's about the amount of time that these will have to sit out. And I'm just gonna get some candles or some type of lighting. I did want to do like one of those window displays where you project an image onto something translucent like a screen, and I still might do something like that for Halloween, on the actual Halloween. Now you see how that cut out, but you still have room on the inside where you can make some cuts. But yeah, I still may do like a little projected type of screen. Not sure. And this is probably going to come out to look more triangular. Like I was trying to go for something different, but that's good for now. And then I can always go back with this one, do a little bit more exact carving, get rid of those marker lines. So can do that. Spooky, spooky, spooky. So now let's get to the mouth. I think I might have a knife that would be better suited for this. See, most of these are like straight cuts. There are some that are a little more rounded. But again, I'm not really concerned about this being perfect. I can go back in at the end and, you know, do some carving if I want it to be more perfect. Right now I just want to get the shape cut out. Anything else I can go back in later and perfect it. In fact, I want it to be not perfect. On the next pumpkin, I will try to use the other knife to see if that one will be a little smoother. This is just a series of repeat till you get the piece to fall out. Looks like this is going to be coming out in any minute. At least half of his mouth will be coming out pretty soon. There we go. All right. So there's two things I wanted to mention about this pumpkin carving, and that is I will be saving the pumpkin seeds. That is a very healthy snack, and I will be drying those out and roasting those, and hopefully I can get that into this video to show you that. I have decided also to save any of these bigger pieces that I'm cutting out and clean those up, get any skin off of these pieces here if they're big, and just sort of cook those in some dish. So like this piece right here, I'll save that and just cut up and carve everything off. And I've got some cold water in the refrigerator, so I'm just going to put these pieces in there so they'll stay fresh until I can get to those to cut them up and, you know, just put those in the oven. So you see right now I've got this done. So also the other thing that I wanted to make sure I mentioned to you is that today is Friday the 13th. So this is the perfect day to do these pumpkin carvings. So yeah. Now let me show you how I'm going to clean up the little areas that have the marker. I'll just use this, and that takes off that. I can also use the knife if I want to. I think I will use the knife. Okay, so I've kind of cleared away all of the debris. So I think what I want to do is I want to kind of get both of the pumpkins. I want to get this part carved out first, so I can do the gutting all at the same time, can cut the tops off at the same time. Just kind of keep focusing on one area with each pumpkin. So now I'm going to get the other one, and we're going to get the eyes, and on that one just the mouth cut out. So we can put this one aside. Let's get started on this one. So I think I'm gonna change the camera angle so I can get these eyes and get this mouth. We'll get this done. I did say I was going to use a different knife. I'll try to use this little guy here. Get some of these rounded corners. Now this knife isn't serrated, so I'm not sure this is the one I should be using, but let's go ahead and use it. Finish out with this eye. See if we can get this eye out. Okay, coming back with this one. I think it's a lot easier because it has that serrated edge. So just gonna stick with what's working for me. Looks like this one's ready to come out. So let's do the punch. Bring it on out. Yeah, I can keep this piece to cook on. Oops. Gross. I don't like the stringy stuff. I really don't. But I love the seeds. So let's get those guys over here. Just gotta focus on his mouth right here. We shall focus on his mouth. Alright. One second. I think I cut myself, but we're not gonna talk about that. Just be careful. Don't follow my lead on the cutting of yourself. That was not planned. That was an accident. One jagged mouth coming up. Okay. Whoa, what a workout. Now, I always got to do at least 2 passes. So let's get this done. Oh, maybe not. Okay, another piece. I think we can take this out. Okay, there we go. We have our second one cut out. Of course, we just gotta clean both of these guys up. Let's get the other one up here. So we got 2 jack-o'-lanterns here, jack-o'-lanterns, and now we're gonna cut off their head. I know, very corny, very corny. Yeah, let's get the head cut off. Second head done. So the next to last step, outside of just cleaning it up and making sure it's as perfect as I want it, or that it looks the way I want it, is to get in here and scoop this stuff out. Just want to make the opening of this a little bigger so I can get my hand down in there. So just gonna cut. I'm gonna move Mr. Jack-o'-lantern to the side just slightly because we're gonna be going in here. I'm gonna be separating out the seeds as I can, since I am going to use these. So this is from the top. Just get these seeds, and then anything that's waste will just go on the table, and then we can separate those seeds after I've got this cleaned out, the inside of the jack-o'-lantern cleaned out. Just use a spoon like this. This will work. So let's start scraping this out. Okay, so now let's try to get some of this stuff out of here. Let's start pulling out some of this. Got lots of seeds up in here. I don't know if I'm going to show you me cleaning both of these out. That seems a little redundant to me. As long as we get one to show you, and then just showing you both jack-o'-lanterns at the end, I think that should be good. Now, as far as pumpkin pies, I never liked pumpkin pies until I had one from someone who knows how to cook. And I really couldn't tell like a big difference between like a sweet potato pie and a pumpkin pie. Sweet potato pie is my favorite, something that my mom cooks on the holidays. And I made a sweet potato pie and a pumpkin pie myself now. I think I even did a pumpkin cheesecake. So I think it just depends on how you cook it, the seasonings that you use. I certainly have grown to like the taste of pumpkin, but seasoned the way that I like it. Again, this is the first time that I've ever carved one and tried to film it, so that would be the difference. And that is where I guess the complexity comes in. This is fun. It's gonna take me a little minute to separate these seeds out from all of this membrane, but it's part of the process. If you want the seeds, you got to go through the journey of trying to get the seeds. So it's like anything else, hard work will make for the ending that you want. So I've got the pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns over here chilling, drying out. I still need to go through and just kind of finesse everything, you know, kind of like get these little pieces out of the eye and stuff like that. But I'm really pretty much done with those. I almost forgot to show you this mess. So this is what is left after me scraping out the pumpkins for the second last time. And so I'm just gonna gather this all up, put it in a couple of plastic bags, and hang that on the door so I can take that out in the morning. I don't want that sitting in the trash for days or even one day. So yep, just gonna clean up the table area, and then we're gonna do the final touches on the jack-o'-lanterns and get some lights in those, the windows, and yeah, we're gonna almost be ready for Halloween. So it's a little dark in here. While we wait for the pumpkin seeds to go into the oven, right now we're heating up the oven. Let's finish with the pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. As you can see, they're right here. I didn't really go back and do anything special to these. It is nighttime, and all we need to do is grab some candles and place inside, and then prop these bad boys in the window. So let me go to my junk drawer over here and see if I can locate some candles. Yeah, got a few tea light candles here left over. Let's bring these over here. Let's move this candle out of the way. Got some of these candles. So this will be the first night that we will get the jack-o'-lanterns into the window. These have, of course, they're not dried out all the way, but that will happen over days as they sort of decay. Let me grab some matches. Jack-o'-lanterns. Let's bring these up to the forefront here. You can see those pretty good. And then we will place these inside without burning ourselves, hopefully. Dang, I can't remember which top goes on. Let's see, is it this one? Okay, I think that one goes there. And then this one goes here. So let's turn off some lights and let's see how these look. Just get a little lower. Cue up the spooky music. I'm gonna turn off a few more lights just so you can get the full effect. And there you have it. The jack-o'-lanterns are ready for Halloween. We are ready to be spooked out for Halloween. I decided to place these in the window like this temporarily for now. So you can see we got one in the dining room window here. And then in the living room or front room, depending on how you say that. I put one in this window right here, sort of like a corner window. It can be seen. I'm gonna have to like go outside. Maybe tomorrow when I light these up, I'll go out right when it's starting to get dark, just to see how they look. But yeah, that's the end of the pumpkin Halloween jack-o'-lantern episode of this video vlog. I thank you for joining me. We're still working on those pumpkin seeds, but you will see those in another video. That will be a whole separate video for next week. So thank you for joining me again. Please join me next week to see the pumpkins and some other things on Michael McGill. Thank you. Have a great weekend, or the rest of your weekend, because this is Saturday. All right, bye.